Ambiguous loss goes alongside the disenfranchised grief, as I just discussed. Ambiguous loss is a loss that doesn't have closure. So if someone were to pass away, we would have a closure piece around it, and maybe you'd have a funeral, you would have people come alongside you offering condolences, that sort of thing, to really offer that support as we're going through it. And we know how it's ended. We know where that person is. With children in foster care, when they go back home, we don't know what's going on. We don't know if they're going home to a happy ending. We don't know if they're ending up back in foster care. We don't know how they're feeling about everything, wondering, well, how come I'm not living with you anymore? How come I'm living at home? Just really not understanding the process as a child, and as foster parents wondering how that child is doing and having no idea, because we're usually not informed of what goes on afterwards after a child returns home. And that makes sense. Sometimes we're able to have great open communication and relationships with families after kids return home, offering maybe respite or weekend sleepovers, that sort of thing. But sometimes, understandably, parents want nothing to do with the foster care system after their kids were taken away from them. So we just don't know what happened to that child. And that's what ambiguous loss is. And it's an important connection to the disenfranchised grief that I already talked about, because it's a lot for us to go through, and it's so much bigger and more complex than just your typical grief and loss.